in the rank of the organization, starting from the gate man. How did you greet? Did you just snub the gate man and you move your way? Or you saw the house help cleaning? Probably by mistake, the house help just dust your shoe with the mopping stick or something. What were your reactions? All these things they tell. And mind you, before organizations now, before they actually hire you for certain things, aside the fact that they do the background check on the internet, on your prestige, on your track record, aside the fact that they do all these things, they watch you the way you act from the gate. So if the government they are making policies that are not favorable to you, you should understand the power of association, the power of relationship to bring about certain results for yourself. Mr. Tade once said something to me when we were talking. He said to me, he said, Akolade, big money is not discussed in the office. Big money talks, they don't discuss it in the office. They discuss it over bars, over drinks. That is when they discuss it. Now if you don't have someone like Mr. Tade in your corner to give you that kind of wisdom, how will you know? Right? So there are a lot of opportunities for us, provided we are ready to relate with people. I tell my people, I tell the participants of this program, especially the last one, I told them something. I said, regardless of where you are in the country, always make sure that you have an international person as someone you have relationship with. Aside the fact that personal relationship, you should have a business relationship with someone out there. What if your business crumbles? What if anything happens to you? You should always stay ready, because you are wrestling against principalities. In this business, you are fighting war against government, against people whose words carry power. You need to understand this. Okay, King is saying he can't hear me anymore. Is this the same for everyone? Is this the same for everyone, please? Just drop the comment. Is this the same for everyone? Okay, great. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor. Okay, so you need to understand that is, oh, thank you so much, Ayo. So that is on the principalities, otherwise known as the rulers. The rulers. The second level of platforming that you need to know is against the authorities. Against the authorities. Against the authorities. Now, this is talking about the executives. This is talking about the in-house laws, in-house policies, in-house systems that have been placed to militate against you. Remember, regardless of the power that you have as a business person, either to fight against or to promote, you need to have those people at the back of your mind, the executives. These are the powers. These are the powers that do not want you to actually get the results you want. This is not something spiritual here, or understand, right? It is something that is normal. Environmental factor is affecting. We have geographical factor. See, understanding all these things will make you know that everything that happens to you is not related to your village people. Okay? It's not related to your village people. Then the next set of, or the next level of platform is called the rulers of darkness. The rulers of darkness. These are the undercovers. These are the people that want to ensure that as you are thinking that you want to make more money, they are looking at how to invade into your privacy, to ask you how you did certain things. These are otherwise known as undercovers. While you are thinking you want to make billions, the FCC are thinking, oh, how can we just get this guy to tell us the root of his riches? And just like the joke that many people make, they will tell you, you guys do not ask about the source of my poverty. How come you are asking for the source of my wealth, for the source of my wealth. So you need to understand that there are people known as the undercovers. These people, they are also there to ensure that you stay out of business, but you will not have to give into this. You won't give into this. And many people, they withdraw immediately they encounter a challenge. Once you have signed up for entrepreneurship, you need to have it at the back of your mind that you signed up for series of unprepared challenges. Challenges can come from left, right, and center. It can come from anywhere. The question is, are you prepared against such challenge? Are you prepared to move beyond the scope of their rules and policies against you? Then we have the fourth level, it's talking about the spiritual forces of evil. The spiritual forces of evil. Now you've heard people, a lot of people say it, that this life is spiritual, and that is just the way it is. Life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. Now, talking about life being spiritual does not talk about the village people or the witches or the wizards or churches. No. Life is spiritual in the sense that there is a particular power. There's a particular power that every one of us have, that once we are able to harness this power, is going to help us greatly and we'll get the result that we seek, regardless of the field we are. And that's the power of our mind. The power of your mind. The power of your mind. Now, the power of your mind is something that is so enormous that if you know how to use it, you are going to get powerful result with whatever it is you use with it. A lot of entrepreneurs, when they wake up, they start their day either with the losses of yesterday, with the thought of the losses of yesterday, or with the thought of, oh, I've not made more progress. I've not made any sale. I've not sold any cars. I've not sold any houses. I've not sold any clothes. I've not sold any products. I've not sold any services. Now, if you wake up in a day, the first 30 minutes of your waking hour, they tell a lot about what will become of you throughout that day. They tell a lot because it is like a foundation. You are setting a pace. And if the foundation is weak, if your foundation is not strong enough, no matter the beauty of the building, it will collapse. So if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and all you can do is pump up negativity in the atmosphere, all these things will affect the kind of things you think upon. They will affect the kind of things you hear. They will affect the kind of actions you take. And when you know that something is actually helping you to get results, something like your mind helping you to get results, the wise thing to do is for you to fuel that mind. The wise thing to do is for you to keep pumping information that will help your life. What are the things you listen to? What are the things you watch? What are the things you think about? All these things matter. All these things matter. Go and ask successful people. They will tell you one of their biggest power on earth is the ability to control their mind. Ability to control their mind. Ability to control their mind. So, still under that mindset of a thing, there are certain mindsets that you need to uninstall, and there are certain mindsets that you need to install. Sharing about that, talking about the mindset that you need to uninstall. Number one is the mindset that there is no money in your industry. There is no money in your industry. That is one mindset that you need to remove and uninstall out of your mind. And this is the reason. If before you launch into your business, there were certain research that you actually took, it will help you and save you years and save you times of costly mistakes. Of course, you should know that before you launch into a business, there are people in that category of business before. There are people doing it. And if one person can record tangible results in what it is that you also do, definitely you can record same or bigger amount of results. So if I'm selling houses, if I'm selling cars, if I'm into poultry business, and someone else is into that kind of business, and this person keep recording sales, keep this person keep recording figures of how much he or she has made, it tells me that that industry is actually viable. That industry is rich. The problem is I don't know yet how to make the money for myself. So you need to take that mindset away from your mind that there is no money in your industry. There is money, but the only problem you have is the how to get the money. And once the how has been gotten, I kid you not, you are on your way to unlocking the gene of greatness within you. Right? That's number one mindset that you need to uninstall from your mind. Number two mindset that you need to uninstall from your mind. If truly you are ready for success and you want to make the most of your time in your business, in your life, in your career, the mindset of I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Now, John Obidi said something. He said, and I quote, that use what you have, for what you have is plenty. Now, if because you don't have access to certain resources, to certain tools, so to certain instrument, that is why you are still limited where you are, then you really don't understand the power of one. Now, the power of one tells you that if you have one thing that can take you from one step to the other, you don't need to see the staircase, but if you can see the next stairs ahead of you, then you have a great power to creating change in your life. Now, the question is, what do you have to get what you want? Now you know what you want. You know what it is that you want for your business, for your life, for your career. How can you get it? What are the tools required? And part of the tools you or the strategies you wrote for you to make more money in your business is running ads, is word of mouth marketing, is so you need to look at the things you have and begin to use those things you have to get the things you do not have. You have your mouth. You can begin to talk to people. How many new people do you talk to per day? How many new leads do you talk to per day? See, every business needs leads. Leads, we're talking about leads, you're talking about prospects, the people that are capable of buying whatever it is that you sell. So think in your mind, now I want to sell this product. Now I want to make this amount of money. How can I do this? I don't have money to run ads. I don't have money to pay anybody to write content for me. Then you need to sit down and get it done yourself. Chat GPT is here. You can get content to post on your pages and keep doing that until you grow to the level where you can afford to hire somebody to do the content for you. There are three categories of people in a business. We have now the technical. So the technical guys are the ones that do the dirtiest business in they do the dirtiest part of the business, right? Why the managers, they are the one that do the supervision. Entrepreneurs, they are the one that also partake in the services that link the client to their fulfillment. For example, for me as a writer, in the space of an entrepreneur, I am doing the writing job. But many a times we are not the ones supposed to be doing these things. Some of you, the role you should be playing in your business is the role of a manager, but you are the one doing the dirty work. And that's why when you are doing the dirty work, I don't mean it's bad, but if you can hire somebody to do certain things and you are not getting them to help you do that thing, that means you are shortchanging yourself. You are shortchanging yourself. Let's go on a very quick break. And our facilitator is here already. Let's go on a very, very quick break. And I'll be right back. Let me know what you've learned so far in the comment section, please. Share with me. All right. So our guest will be here in the next 5 minutes from, let me pull this music. Okay, so our guest will be here in the next 5 minutes. I believe you've learned something so far. Please let me get to hear from you. What have you learned so far from everything that we've done here today? What have you learned so far? Just drop them in the comment section. What have you learned so far? We've spoken about the levels of platforming, the 5 levels of platform. And that was what we're talking about, the principalities, we're talking about the rulers, we're talking about the executives, that's the powers of the forces of darkness. We're talking about the spiritual powers, right? And that was where that led us to talking about the mindset. And I've shared with you 2 major mindsets that you need to actually uninstall if truly you want results like you claim. If you truly want results, then you need to uninstall certain mindset. I told you the first mindset is that there is no funds here or there are no money in your industry. That is a big fallacy. It's a big lie. Okay. Then the second thing you need to decluster out of your mind is that you don't have enough of your tools to get what you want. This is a big lie from the pit of hell. So you need to actually understand that. You need to understand. I'm still waiting to hear from us. What are the things you've learned thus far in this program? What are the things we've learned? What are the things we've learned? What are the things we've learned? I'm waiting to hear from us. You can drop your comments. And if you have any question too at this point, you can still drop it. Waiting to read from you. Waiting to read from me what it is that you've learned thus far. What have you learned thus far? I'm waiting to read from you what it is that you've learned. I'm waiting to read from you. So while I'm still waiting for that, I need to tell you also that, of course, if you are uninstalling certain mindsets, you need to have something to replace what you've uninstalled. Okay, it's just as your mobile phone, where when your space for your phone is actually filled up, you get that notification that you need to delete something. That means something else wants to enter for something to remove, right? So you've removed these 2 things. There are 5 major mindsets that you need to uninstall, but due to our time, I don't want to waste much of our time. I really limited it to 2, right? So what are the other 2 you need to actually install? Number 1 is that there is abundance. There is abundance. There is abundance. I am known for saying something that if you can make 1,000 naira from a product, definitely that product has the potential of making a billion naira. If you can make 1 naira from a product, definitely the product has the potential of making you a billion naira. The question is, what do you need to do? So if the efforts you applied to getting that 1 naira are well documented, you don't need to stress yourself. The next thing you need to do is basically repeating and pushing forward and increasing the tempo of what you did to make that 1 naira. So Ijagwemi Victor says something. He said, okay, you learn the power of the mind and how it can harness anything you want, and also how to build relationships. Now, this is profound. Thank you so much, Victor, for sharing this. Okay, Ayo, okay, Blossoms by Ayo shared something. The power of relationship and the mind, very, very key. Very, very, very key. Make it a point of duty that every day you meet at least two new persons. I'm not saying you have to call or you have to reach out to people. We are saying, please, I want to meet you. No, it's a world of the internet. Simply go online to the Facebook, the Messenger, message them, establish a relationship, chat with people, stop hiding behind the camera. I know a lot of opportunities that have come in because we decided to start doing the entrepreneurs pump physically. Some opportunities came in because some people saw us that we could deliver, and there are certain people that will still come that we don't need to convince that we can actually do the job. By saying what you've done so far, they can actually attest to the fact that we can do it. So you need to actually increase your prospects list, increase the number, increase the number. The money is in the numbers. The money is in the numbers. Don't joke with numbers, right? Don't joke with numbers. Build your email list, build your community, and your WhatsApp list, whatever list that it is that you know you can use to build your community. Start building these things now. They all matter. They all matter. Please, they all matter. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, so you need to know that there is abundance here. There is abundance. That abundance mindset can actually help you to generate more, more. And talking about making or being successful at what you do, it goes beyond the money. Do you have peace of mind as you make the money? Is your health not affected as you make the money? These things matter. These things matter. You need to be sure that your health is not at stake, that your wealth is not growing while your health is diminishing or is retarding. Okay, so if one is disturbing the prominent one, which is your health, because you need your health to stay sane, you need to be mentally fit, you need to be emotionally fit, you need to be physically fit if you want to do business in Nigeria. If you want to do business successfully in a country as Nigeria, you need to be mentally fit, you need to be spiritually fit, you need to be strong. Yes, I love that. Blossom Bayo said, in business, you're either working against something or promoting something. Know that there comes your power. This is profound. Once you know this, you know your power. You know, okay, what it is I'm fighting against. So when you see something that you shouldn't be doing, you know, no. I'm not supposed to be doing this. You will know that. You know, I'm not supposed to be doing this immediately. And when you see something that you should be promoting, if you are promoting something else, you will call yourself back to order and say, no, I am moving out of track. So these things actually help you to understand how you can rule your world. Just like Glow will say, rule your world, rule your world. So make it a point of duty, as I was saying earlier, to add new people into your business every day. Chat with people, ask questions, know what people feel about you and your business, know what they feel about what you do and how you do your thing. All these things matter. They tell the result. They give that leverage to the results that you want. And just like the team that we're actually dealing with today, talking about more, more, more. Now, one major determinant factor of having more or making more in your business, to having a leverage, is relationship. As I said, relationship matter, relationship, information. These two things are very, very key. See, the person that is either richer than you, or the person that is wiser than you do, or the person that is global than you do, has either of these three things or all of it. It's either the person has access to information, or the person has access to certain relationship, certain room, certain access. He has access to contact. He has access to contact, quality contact. So this is why you will see some people are excelling, while some people are doing the other way around. The question is, who do you know? What do you know? Who do you know? And what do you know? They matter a whole lot. Then what matters is your character. Your character. I said it the other time that how you react to people, how you act towards them, as an ultimate factor to the kind of result you get for your life. It has a kind of result you get for your life. Okay, so very, very important. You need to know this. You need to know this. You need to know this a whole lot. You need to know this. So I'll be bringing my guest in now. So who is our guest for tonight? Mr. Tade Cash. How many of you know Mr. Tade Cash? Let me see. Drop in the comment section. Tell me one thing you know about him. If you know him before, let me know. If there's anything you know about him, please just drop it in the comment section. I want to know if you actually know him. Let's know who we are bringing. Drop in the comment section. Who is Mr. Tade Cash? What do you know about him? So does that mean we don't know Mr. Tade Cash? Is that the meaning? Is that the meaning? Who is Mr. Tade Cash? We have 6 people here online. Who is Mr. Tade Cash? On Facebook, you can see his name as Tade Eson, but he prefers to be called Tade Cash rather than Tade Eson. So I think maybe that's where the misconception comes from many people. But do you truly know him? Okay, so who is Mr. Tade Cash? Mr. Tade Cash is what many people call the legendary closer. I mean, when you hear him speak, the best thing you need to do is to give him your full concentration. And you know why? If you have a divided attention when you are listening to him, it's going to really, really affect you. I kid you not. It is going to affect you. And why? Mr. Tade Cash is someone that has so much depth in what he does. Talk about marketing, talk about closing, which many people are finding difficult to do or to learn. Mr. Tade Cash has actually mastered this art of closing. I mean, right in my presence, he has closed deals worth millions. And it's just ordinary conversation. We'll just be talking. I have one property there in Ekpe. I don't know. Would you like to check it out? And the way we use his words, the way it's going to carry you along, you won't want to say no. So he knows the kind of things that you will say that will act as the barrier from you doing what he wants you to do. Let's say he's selling a particular property for you to you now, and the property is selling to you. He knows that one of the barrier you might have is, okay, I don't have funds, I don't have resources, I don't have much money. He will already counter attack those things and give you options that can give you results. That is Mr. Tade Cash for you. So they don't just call him the legendary closer for the fun of it. And he has written quite a number of books. He wrote one, Close or Lose. Close or Lose is a powerful book. Close or Lose is a powerful book that you need to actually try to get. Yes, yes. Okay. King is saying something here. I need to do away and restore certain mentality, such as mentality of no money in my industry, the mentality of I don't have enough. Exactly, exactly. You need to do that. You need to uninstall that mindset. You need to uninstall that mindset. You need to uninstall that mindset because there is money. Money is available. Money is available, but are you actually getting a hold of it? Right? That should be your question. Mr. Nahim is here. Glad to be here. So Blobson by Ayo says that who you know and what you know unlock the door to more. Bam. Bam. Who you know and what you know unlock the door to more. Yeah. Who you know, what you know, those things matter. And how you maintain these relationships too, they all matter. They all matter. Mr. Naim said, glad to be here. You are welcome, Mr. Naim Utman. Yes, okay, he's a finance guru. Exactly. He's a finance guru. He's a finance guru. Go through his pages and you see a lot of things that are there. You'll be your mind will be blown away. Your mind will be blown away. He's actually trying to get to a suitable place because he's in traffic. He's moving from Marriott Hotel in Lagos down to another location. So he's in traffic at the moment. And for those of you living in Lagos, you can tell that Lagos, that's Lagos. That's Lagos. I won't say more than that. Lagos, the home of traffic. I don't know why the name is Center of Excellence, though it has excellence too, but it can also be called the home of traffic because that is where traffic starts and ends. So it's in traffic at the moment, but it will join us shortly. It will join us shortly, and the network in its present location is actually fluctuating. All right, guys, Mr. Tade Cash is here. You can see that the cash flow king.
Hi,
Good
bro. How
evening,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm
Hi,
good,
brother.
and you?
I'm very pleasant. Yeah, sorry, I will have joined you guys for a while. It's just been traffic in Lagos. Yeah. So what's good, man?
Awesome,
Let's get
sir. Good to have you
let's
here.
yeah, let's get into it, man. Tell me what's good.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So now we've been able to discuss certain things regarding
Okay.
team, and I already promised them that once you come in here, you are going to shatter the ceiling and make them understand how they can actually connect the wires to building leverage for their life, business, and career. And I'm sure that the next movement that we're going to be having with you will be an awesome one. So, sir, over to you. Take the floor and do it, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. So thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It's a very pleasant day with you guys today. Um, I decided to share some moment with you guys. But practically today, what I want to share with you is something that I believe can help you. And if you just pay attention to this idea, I believe is going to help you. So, firstly, is as a business person, as an entrepreneur, someone going into starting up your idea, or you have started the idea and you just need to leverage it. What are the certain things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to put in place so that you can leverage things for yourself? Firstly, you need to know that generating customers are very important to you. And so your customer acquisition is a very important plan. So you need to know how to go about developing a system that can help you to generate your customers, to be able to have customers that can buy what you are selling or what you want to sell. A lot of time people talk about, oh, I want to raise money for my business, I want to do this. But the question is, investors are not going to make their money from your aspiration. The investors are going to make their money from the customers acquisition. So that means that if you don't have paying customers, the people that are going to pay you for what you are selling or the ideas that you have, the investors are not going to part with their money. So what do you need to do? You need to be obsessed with about customer acquisition. So what does that mean in essence? You need to understand that every single day your business must have customers. What are you selling? What do you want to sell? How do you get people to buy it? From wherever you are in Lagos, in Abuja, in Lorry, wherever you are, you need to know in Kwara State and wherever you are joining this broadcast form. You need to understand that customer acquisition is the first thing that you must be obsessed about. You need to have customers. You need to have customers. And if you want to have customers, there are two things that you must leverage. Number one is what we call lead acquisition. Okay, you need to have lead generation. I beg your pardon. You need to have lead generation. What is lead generation? Lead generation is ability to get people that are going to be interested in what you are selling. That means, how do you get people to be interested? How do you get people to raise their hand to you? What do you need to do to get people to raise their hand and so, I'm interested in this program, I'm interested in your service? What report can you create? What information can you create? Let me tell you, if you want to leverage everything in your life, one thing you need to know, that no matter the business you want to do, you are also in information business. Now, your information business is the business that will help you to get people to buy what you are selling. People need to be educated. People need to know that you are also a business that you are also people need to be educated. People need to know why you exist. People need to know what you can problem you can help them to solve. And that's what we call lead generation. So your process of customer acquisition is two, and you need to know how to leverage these two things. Number one is lead generation, and number two is lead conversion. What does that mean? Lead conversion is basically about closing people. Okay. A few years ago, I wrote a book called Close or Lose, and it's a book on conversion, ability to get people to pay for what you are selling. So lead generation and lead conversion is what will lead to you having what we call lead generation and lead conversion. So how do you go about lead generation? You need to begin to target the market. You need to begin to develop a base, things that you will say to them that will draw them to you. One thing, you will be there. Because you see, having customers is not just hope. It's not about, oh, I wish somebody would buy what I am selling. Have you not seen a lot of people? They will spend a lot of money to open a shop or even have a store in the mall, and at the end of the day, nobody is buying what they are selling. This age and time, you can have a virtual shop, you can have a virtual business, but how do you get people to come to you? Number one is that you have to position yourself, and that is the word Tom Ford strategy. Tom Ford strategy. Okay, so who is Tom Ford? Tom Ford is a designer. Tom Ford is a guy that formerly worked in Gucci, and as a head, a creative director in Gucci. And he was able to position himself as a
Okay, I think that's network fluctuating from his end. It's coming back shortly. Okay, I guess he has one network hiccups there. So I can see that from what's okay. The mic setting. Okay. The best thing we can be doing is just that as Mr. Tade Cash posts, just take pictures. I mean, drop comments so that your comment will be highlighted here. Drop comments so that it will be highlighted. Okay. So Mr. Tade Cash has spoken about the two major ways you can have customers in your business, and of course you've heard it. Every day you need to have a strategy to get customers directly to your business. Okay, every blessed day, and as though it was in spirit, I shared quite that. I shared about that too just before his session came up. So he gave two things: lead generation and lead conversion. Very, very important. So there's something he was sharing. I think maybe probably when we get back, or talking about the lead generation, about a bait. A bait is something that you can actually give to people. You know, a fish. You want to get a fish from the river, and you have your hook with you. In the hook, you put something like maybe bread or whatever thing that you know fish eats. Okay, Mr. Tadekash is back here. You just put it there.
It's just a little bit of there was a
You're welcome, sir.
transmission. So sorry if you can pick from where I stopped. Sorry, I'm back now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
We can hear you.
okay, if you can pick from where I stop, it's very fundamental to create that leverage, to get that leverage, because that leverage is key to success.
Oh my goodness. Network have not been fine. And it's getting so heated up here. Okay, so he's just talking about leverage. Yeah, he's definitely going to round that up because there's some information I would love him to share regarding that for us so that we can actually implement this in our businesses, in our lives, and our careers. And of course, it helps us to have a jump start into whatever it is that we want to have as a success in everything that we do. So I was saying the other time about bait that you put anything that you know fish eats, you put it in the mouth of the hook and you put it in the river or the pond or the ocean, whatever. And once the fish sees that bait, it gets to it, and from there you can pick up the fish. So that's just the word bait means. So for some of you, it can be like an ebook. You can just write how to make money selling real estate. You can just write a short ebook on that, or how to know good lands to sell from. You can just write something on that. Okay. When you write on these things and you put it out there, you give it to people for free. Once people know that you share information unreservedly, they will definitely see you as an authority in that field and they will trust you. They will trust your judgment. They will trust whatever ideas or information you share with them. That is people for you. Okay, that is people for you. Just know and understand that they want people need to be educated, people need to be informed. So when and yes, we have Google available, but Google actually is too complex, it's too cumbersome for a lot of people. They don't know how to narrow down their searches. So if you can stand out in your own field, write a book, write a book, write short ebook. You can even make an audio or a video or something that can help them, that can help your audience, your target audience to get results. The thing is, don't be afraid of sharing, okay? Don't be afraid of sharing. If you think the more you share too much, people will not want to buy from you or will not want to come to you to learn anything. That is a big lie, okay? So share. The thing is, once you share, people now see that you have that stuff they are looking for. Okay. And when you share, also, you are doing something for yourself. You are giving yourself that tag of someone that can actually be trusted. Okay. That can actually be trusted. They want to have someone to hold their hands and they are counting on you. You're welcome back, sir. So they're counting on you to actually do that. So share, keep sharing. And when you share, you're always telling people the what, right? The how is what they are going to pay for. The how is what they are going to pay for. If you show them how to know dry lands, how to identify lands that we appreciate in time, right? This is something soft, something small, ebook, audio, video. You give it to them. They will come back to you to know how they can actually do it. You've only given them the words, right? All right. You're welcome, sir. this break in transmission is so disturbing us.
Network. This thing before my office, I always in there like children. This is where I give any food. And I go to wonder way. This is man they talk. Hey bro, can
Yes,
you hear
sir.
me?
We are
Yeah,
back.
sorry.
Yes, very well,
Yes.
sir.
All right, fantastic. So let me just quickly run it. The network is bad,
Okay.
though I'm getting closer to the house, but the network on the road is quite bad. So the point is,
Okay.
it's simple. So what I've just shared with them is the first step of everyone that want to create something on a leverage. And I love the work you have been doing with this amazing work with these entrepreneurs, you know. And so the point is, my joy for them is to see them leverage all that they have done. So that is
Mm,
the first leverage point. Now, the next leverage point is what I call the customer ascension. That means
mm,
ability to move people from buying something and they buy more, spend more money with you. Now, one thing that I say to people, if someone have not bought from you, he cannot buy more from you. So, and that
mm,
is why customer, acquisition is very important. And you see, I've seen that a lot of people get it wrong when it comes to acquiring customers. They are depending on hope. They are depending on so many things. But there are so many ways you can acquire customers that you can leverage on in this your lead generation. You can do strategic partnership, you can do joint ventures, okay, you can do referrals, all right, you can do center of influence. That means you can get people to refer you, you can get somebody to recommend you, you can get somebody, partner with somebody who is the person that have the customer before you will need the customer. All right,
mm,
you can do it by all of these things. I call it the people strategy and the platform strategy. A lot of people want to focus on the platform strategy alone, where they will just say, oh, I run an advert online to get customer. But what about the people that already have your customers? Center of influence marketing. What about strategic partnership? What about strategic alliances? What about joint venture? What about all of these things are very, very important. Okay. What about host relationships? That means someone that already have the customer. There are people that already own the audience that can pay for your product, that can buy what you are starting. So it's not about how to do it. It's about who can help me to get it done. So always think about the connectivity you can have with people. Always think about this connectivity. This connectivity is going to change your life. So that is the key. So when you go into this acquisition, the next thing on your game is to then go into what I call customer ascension. How can you move them up? All right. Look at it. Look at all the businesses that have ever made a lot of money. Because you see, you have to know how to get people to buy more things from you. Somebody says there are two ways to make money. Number one, if you have a job, you ask for more salary. If you run a business, raise your price or sell more. So as a business owner, you want to make more, ask for more money, get them to buy more things from you. What are the strategies you have in place that you can leverage to get people to buy more things from you? The moment you know how to leverage these two things, guys, you are going to make it big in the business world, because that is the secret that a lot of people don't do. And quickly, let me share the third one with you. It's called the customer retention. That means, how can you get them to keep coming back to you? Customer retention is about continuity program. What continuity program do you have with you? All right. When you subscribe to MTN, what are you doing? Continuity program. Continuity program. So I use a package of called Nine Mobile. So Nine Mobile gets me up from where I was to VIP. Now that VIP is ascension. They move me higher. And from there, they do what we call retention. All of the networks are doing retention for you. What does retention mean? The question is simple. Every time you acquire a customer, you need to ask yourself a question. How many times will I get this person to be buying from me? What is the lifetime value of this person? You see, because your wealth in business is not about the first purchase. your wealth in business is about a lifetime purchase. How many times will I get this person to buy for me? Now, if you can leverage this thing, that's what MTN is doing for you. That's what DSTV is doing with you. All right. That's what they are doing with you. That's what you are doing with your PHTN. It's continuity program. All right. Continuity program. Continuity is the bedrock of prosperity in business. If a customer keep buying from you, you are not going to go broke. Just leave it. So, you're not going to go broke, because if you don't do that, you are going to be in serious mess. So continuity program. Thank you. Continuity program is key, and most of you don't have that. No, so for me, the plan is for you to get into these three dimensions: your customer acquisition, your customer ascension, and your customer retention. Now let me tell you something. I have worked this into my life, and I work it into my business, and I've worked it into my programs, and I can, you can work this into your life. If you can leverage on these three things, guess what's going to happen to you? You are going to be amazingly rich. Now, on my leverage point, I want to share this thought with you, and then I will open the door for questioning. And that will be for me tonight. There is something I learned from my billionaire mentor. If you have not read a book of mine called The Money Code, you should go and read it. My billionaire mentor taught me something about time. And I want to share it with you in your early stage of entrepreneurship, and as you go on your journey of entrepreneurship. My billionaire mentor said to me that, Tade, if you want to be very wealthy, your idea of time is very important. And then whenever he's telling me that, he will quote a place in the Bible to me. Sorry for some of you that are not Christians. He will say things like in the word of David. And I'm just giving you an example. There's nothing religious about what I'm about to say. He will say things like what David said. He said, Lord, teach me to number my days that I might apply my heart to wisdom. You see, one of the things that you can overrate in business is your strength. And most people overrate their strength so much because they think they're always going to be strong. And that is one of the aberrations of life, thinking that you're always going to be strong, thinking that you're going to always have strong power all the days of your life. That is a fallacy, and that is an illusion. By the way, let me say it the way it is. That is a trap, and that trap is going to put you into a serious mess. So what do I need you to do? I need you to understand that if you want to be wealthy, if you want to leverage things, you must not manage your time. You must leverage your time. Wealthy people don't manage time. Wealthy people leverage time. Wealthy people don't manage time. Wealthy people leverage time. So how can you leverage your time? What do you need to do that? And I want to tell you this, and it's going to help you. The everyday guys sell time. And some of you today, you are starting your business and you are some of you, for instance, you are a consultant. You will say you're a principal consultant. That sounds like a principality to me. So the point is, you need to understand that you are not in the business of selling time, of selling your time. Now, at the beginning, you may be doing that, but I don't want you to do that for a long time. And that is why your emphasis determines your approach. And I'm about to share this leverage point with you so that if you get it the way I got it, your life will change. Number one, my mind to say to me that the wealthy people use money to do things. They buy back time, and the wealthy people don't sell their time, but they sell time as a business. Now, get me this point, and this is the point for me. The wealthy people sell time as a business. What do you mean by that? Now, I mean real estate. Let me give you an example. I mean real estate. One of the books I wrote is called The Real Estate Cash Flow Machine. And the book is about my real estate journey in terms of owning apartment and the apartment that is funding my lifestyle. Now, let me give you a practical example. So I own an apartment. One of my apartments in Lekki is about maybe 24 units. Is it 24 units? Yeah, one of them is about 24 units together. Now, this apartment is 24 units. It's fully occupied. It's managed by my asset management company. And this is what happened. People rent this apartment for a year. Now, guess what happened? I'm not selling the apartment to them. They are renting it. Now, what am I really selling to them? I am selling them access to the apartment. Now, selling them access to the apartment means that I am going to make money every year from them using the apartment. So I'm selling an access to them. So I'm selling time. I'm not selling my time. I'm selling time to them. So for you to be wealthy in business, learn to sell time, not to sell your time. So most people are selling their time. They don't learn how to sell time. Now, Every wealthy business, and prove me wrong today, go and study what I'm telling you. Every wealthy business sell time. What do you think Netflix is selling to you? Time. By the way, we are on StreamYard right now, and I want to believe that this StreamYard is not free; it's paid for. Now, this StreamYard is selling time.
Are you enjoying the program thus far? I mean, these are powerful nuggets here that you just need to engage. And by the way, before he comes back, if you have any questions, begin to drop them because once it is 9, we are going to round off this session. If you have any question, just drop them in the comments box here so that it can be displayed and it can give answers to them once it comes back. Wealthy people don't manage time, they leverage time. You won't go broke if customers keep buying from you. This one is powerful. Two ways to make more money. As an employee, you ask for an increase in salary. As a businessman, you get to increase your pay or you sell more. You increase your price or you sell more. So this is on how to build rapport with people. You think about the connectivity you have with people, and that way you move them. Then, if someone has not bought from you, they cannot buy more from you. Isn't that amazing? If they have not bought from you, they cannot buy more from you. Wow. So I spoke about customer generation, customer ascension, customer generation, customer retention, conversion, customer ascension, and of course, customer retention. Those four things are very key. How to generate customers, how to convert customers, how to ascend customers, and of course, how to retain customers. Very, 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 very key. Very key. Very key. Very key. Very key. And I think that's where a lot of people, a lot of us businessmen, we need that touch of help there. Let me use that word. I wanted to use touch of kin in terms of customer service. And our next month's program has something to do with customer service. So just get prepared. Get prepared, get prepared, get prepared. Today has been an amazing time and moment. Mr. Tade will soon join us. Please drop what you've learned in the comment box. Drop what you've learned in the comment box. And if you have questions too, drop them in the comment box. Let's get it rolling. Please, for some of you that you are just joining us, try as much as possible to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Very important. Yeah, Mr. Tade is showing his video now. Let's do this.
Okay, guys. So just give me 1 minute. Yeah, give me one
All
minute.
right,
Yeah,
sir.
just give me 1 minute. Let me sit properly. Let me just get. Okay. All right.
You're
Uh,
welcome, sir.
okay, guy. Awesome, awesome. Sorry, I just got in now. It's been a very long day for me since morning. All right. So as I was saying, practically the three fundamental things. You need to understand the place of leverage, and time is one of the biggest leverage that you have. You must know that you are not in business to sell your time, but you are in business to sell time. That means if you can sell time to people, you will be wealthy in the shortest period of time. Look at all the best businesses, the best business models in the world. They are in the business of selling you time. So they keep selling you time, they keep selling you time. They ask you to keep coming back for it. They keep selling you an amazing stuff for timing. So that you can get certain things done, and so that is what you need to understand. So don't sell your time. Sell time to people and buy back your own time. Every time you are hiring people, every time you are getting people to come and work with you, guess what you are doing? You are buying time. You are buying back time. You are buying back time. That's what you are doing. So leverage your time with collaborations, leverage your time with speed. Okay. So when you put all of these things together, if you know how to do the customer acquisition thing, if you don't know how to do the customer ascension thing, if time will not permit me tonight to take you on all of this strategy, but the essence of coming today with you guys is to let you know that you can create a different reality. You see, it doesn't have to take a long time for you to create a long time breakthrough in your business. And most of the things, the lies that they have told us is that when you are starting up, it may take you 3 years to break even. If you're going to take you 3 years to break even, then when are you going to break through? So it doesn't have to take that long. The reason why people are in this way is because of the lies that we have been told. So I'm here to challenge you today that you don't have to believe this lie, because it's a lie. And what you need to do is to come to this understanding that you can create a different reality for yourself, and this reality will change your life. So in a nutshell, for me, it's if you understand these three things and you know how to do two things. If you want to be fully wealthy with your business, you must know how to do two things. You must know how to put other people's to work for you, and you must know how to make money work for you. Now, if you know how to make money work for you and put other people to work for you, put them at work. Put money at work and put people at work. If you know how to do that systemically, guess what happens? You are going to break through in the shortest period of time. And so, me, that's my journey. That's my way. That's my perspective. And I need you guys to put these things into perspective for yourself. What is your strategy for acquiring a customer? What is your strategy for ascending them? What is your strategy? What is your strategy for ascending them? And what's your strategy for retention? That means, how can you do that? Now, if you can do these three things and you can take a wonderful moves on this journey, guess what is going to happen to you? You are going to break through. That is how funny and then how interesting business could be if you learn to put those things into proper perspective. So I hope that helped you today. So I'm open up to a question from Akolade now. You can ask question on behalf of everybody, and I think that is going to help you so that you can get more perspective before I go. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you so much, sir. We really, really appreciate this. Okay, just one question. One question. Okay, Victor is asking a question here. In terms of customer, let me display. In terms of customer retention, does it totally mean offering a pyramid program that keep your customers engaged?
How do you mean by pyramid program? What do you mean by that?
Victor,
I like to assume I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean by pyramid program? So that other people can understand, so that we can have a better answer. What do you mean by pyramid program?
Victor,
Ijagbe me Victor. What do you mean by pyramid program? If you can explain better, that will help us to get clarity and to have a better answer.
okay, for me, I don't know what it means, but from what I'm seeing here, I think probably it means like a step-by-step program that takes the customer to get them engaged. Okay, like our luxury brand offer VIP.
Okay, I love the brown over VIP. Now, the point about retention program is simple. Retention program answers one question. How many times will I get this customer to keep buying from me? All right. That is a question of retention. How many times, for how long will this guy buying from me? Now, one of the mathematics of business is what we call customer lifetime value. It's called LTV, lifetime value. Now, what is your lifetime value of a customer? It means that now let's assume that a product is being sold for, let me say, Akolade, do you offer a coaching program to your people?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how much is the package of the coaching program?
For a coaching program, it takes 100K, sir.
So if you,
Subscription.
okay, subscription for a year, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
now you want to do like a religious center. There's even between a customer and a member. Now, a
Mm,
customer is somebody that buys something from you. All right? He buys something from you, customer. A member is somebody that buys something from you again and again. All right. Your
mm,
fortune of your business is not to have a customer, is to have a customer that becomes a member. All right.
mm,
So things that is a membership business. A lot of people don't understand that, but your business must be a membership business. That is what creates a retention. That means they
mm,
keep coming. Your church want a member. The mosque want a member. You know why? A member is not a guest. Some of you, the customer you have today is still a guest. He has bought something from you. He has not come back. Now, his coming back is not his responsibility. His coming back is your strategy and your program to keep the person coming back to you. And it must be a question that you answer. How many times will I get this person to buy from me? So, if every time somebody subscribe to your subscription for 100K and the person is under that subscription for 5 years, how much that person worth to you in 5 years?
wow, that's 500K.
That's 500,000. Now, you see, most of you, the question is, if you don't have a retention, if you don't have a retention strategy, you have just forfeited your future money, because your
Mm,
future, it is the future of your business. Now, I mean, most businesses have present, but they don't have future because they don't have a retention. And so, if you want to create a business that will not be a roller coaster, if you want to create a business that will not be full of struggle, the reason why people say business is risky is because business only have episodic kind of money. Okay, it's transactional. The money comes once. It is not something that keeps coming again and again. So now that means a customer is going to be 500, what 500,000 naira to you if the person is going to be with you for averagely 1 year. You know that if you can develop a strategy for them to be with you for 1 year, the first year can be 50,000. Do you understand that?
mm,
Because you know why? You know that that 50,000 is still going to generate 400,000 for you, right? So
mm,
the reason why discount is permitted is to get the person into your business so that I can spend more money with you. If you are not going to give a discount in your business, that we're not going to get people to spend more money with you, you have just lost money, and that is not a good strategy. And so
at all.
many people are running with discount business without thinking of a long time, which is a membership business. So every business that want to create fortune, their membership business. from from telecom to Netflix to DSTV. Guess what? They are in membership business. They get you once so that they can give you for almost a lifetime. So this, you see, it is not a one stand, it's not a one night stand. Your business is not a one night stand, it's a forever business. That means you want to get them to come in to keep buying from you, forever transaction. So get this thing together and it's going to literally change your life. And this is what most people don't do. This is what most people don't get into their space. This is what most people don't put into their life. And so you need this cash flow. You need this cash flow. You see, the continuity of this cash flow is how you can fund your lifestyle. Business is risky if the income and the cash flow is not predictable. So how do you get your business to a point where the money that comes into the business is predictable? You must have a retention strategy. What is your retention strategy? These are very fundamental. These are the things that people don't learn about in business. They just go about with a zeal without knowledge. And a zeal without knowledge will help you to miss the mark and to miss your target in business. So that's the point. I hope that is able to help my brother Victor. So, what other question do we have, please?
Powerful. I think that's answer alone has covered a lot of answer questions that I would like to have. And because of our time, I will just say, what are your parting words? What do you like to share with us as a parting words, sir?
Okay, guys, business is fun, but you must learn how to do it well. Business is not, you see, everything in life has a risk, but what you should think about is the return. All right. So, the long term return of a business that is done properly, well, intentionally, and intelligently is going to create a lot of fortune for you. The fastest way to create fortune is running a business that is intelligent. And that's why I wish you guys well. And I want you to know that if you travel within, you cannot stand still without. Keep growing, keep getting better, keep learning. And I want to say to you, Akolade, you're doing a good job and it's
Thank you
awesome
so much, sir.
transforming people's life, keep helping them to see the possibilities. The more entrepreneurs that we have on the continent, in our country, the more our prosperity will be assured. And that's what I want you to know, that you're part of the people pioneering this and changing the lives of so many people. All right. So thank you for inviting me tonight. I really
Thank you
appreciate it.
so much, sir. We are so grateful. We are so, so, so great. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the value bombs, just like I wrote here. I mean, we had a whole lot here. And this particular video is something that I would believe and I would want everyone to still return to watch, because each line, they are pregnant of a lot of explanations and strategies. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. On behalf of the Entrepreneurs Pump Africa, we say thank you so much, sir. We
Thank
are
you.
indeed grateful.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. I have to run now. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you some other time. Stay
All
peace,
right, sir.
love, and big cash flow for you guys. Bye. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Wow. That's just it. Wow. 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 How was that session? Okay, it's not as important as you listening. What matters is you taking action. Please still come back to this video, watch as many times as possible. Don't assume you've understood a thing until you can actually replicate it and predict the results therein. I mean, a lot has been shared. Business is risky, but think more on the return. Okay, let me put some things here. Abdul Wahab said, thanks for insight. Yeah. Blossom said, I'm still catching my breath. You need to catch it, it's necessary. I mean, I'm so glad that we are doing this. Don't forget, we still continue this in the month of May. And oftentimes, we might be hosting classes on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel, invite people to subscribe, and let's keep spreading love. Let's keep making other people get better. Thank you so much for people that have joined us from the beginning. Foluke, Sevalin, Ijagbe, me, Abdul Wahab, King, Naim, Sulaiman, a lot of you. I can't keep mentioning Levi. Yeah, a lot of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so, so much. God bless you. So that will be all for tonight. Till I come your way again next month. Of course, the pictures for the program will be displayed on my status and in the group. If you are not in the group, you can just drop a comment and you'll be added to the group too. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now. I remain your humble host, Oluwatoba Akolade, the lead trainer, the Entrepreneurs Pump Africa. Bye.